Hello friends, welcome back to another video. In this video, I will be providing you the solution of our challenge Certification Replay Arcade Data Engineers fourth lab, that is BigLake Qwik Start. Okay, before starting the solution, I simply want to inform you that I already uploaded the solution of the previous lab. मैंने previous lab के सबके solution upload कर दिए हैं. कैसे access करेंगे आप? Simply click on the I button on the top corner, top right corner. आपको यहाँ पर I button दिख रहा होगा. उस पर क्लिक करके आप कंप्लीट प्लेलिस्ट एक्सेस कर सकते हैं और सारी लैब्स को कंप्लीट कर सकते हैं. ओके, नाउ विदाउट वेस्टिंग टाइम स्टार्ट दिस लैब. क्लिक ऑन दिस, वेट फॉर द पेज टू गेट लोडेड. Now simply click on the start lab button and wait for the credentials to be loaded up. You can see there are total 6 tasks that we need to perform. So now simply right click on open Google console and open it in private window or in incognito mode. Otherwise you will face certain issues. Okay, you must be familiar with this. You know that email ID will be automatically pasted up. Simply click on the next button. We need the password. So password is given to us. Simply come back to the lab, copy this password, this one, and come back to the console and paste it here and click on the next button. Okay, now wait for the page to be loaded up. Now this is simply a welcome message. Simply click on the I understand button and accept it. Now we get logged in into our Google Cloud console. Okay. If you watches my previous videos, then you must be familiar with these steps because we need to follow these steps to log in into our Google Cloud console. हर एक लैब में हम यही करते हैं. Okay. Now pop-up will arise. We need to accept this and click on agree and continue. Okay. Now in the first task, we need to search for the BigQuery. So in the search bar, type BigQuery and open it. While it's opening, come back to the lab, scroll down, see the task one. So in the task one, we need to add a data table. So simply come back to the BigQuery, wait for the page to be loaded up. Simply click on the done button. Now we need to add the data here. Simply click on the add data button. Use connection to the external data sources. Click on this. Now in the connection type, select the last one, BigLake and remote functions. Now we need the connection ID. So connection ID is given to us, and let me check where it is. Keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. Yes, this one. The connection ID is my connection. Copy it very carefully without any extra spacing or full stop. हमें full stop और extra spacing copy नहीं करनी है. My connection copy करेंगे. Come back to the lab or the console. Paste it here. Simply click on create connection and it will create our connection. Okay. Now while it's happening, come back to the lab. Scroll down. Don't click on the check my progress because it will take a little bit time to update. अभी हम check my progress पे click नहीं करेंगे. Simply come to the task 2. So in the task 2, we need to search for the IAM and admin. So first of all, come back to the lab. Click on this arrow on the data set. Click on this arrow. Okay. Again, click on this arrow. Now open this US My Connection. Open it. Now in the search bar, type IAM. Remove this BigQuery and search IAM. Now open it in new tab. Right click on it and open it in new tab. Okay. Now while it's opening, so first of all, copy this service account ID. Copy this whole ID. Come back to the IAM admin panel. Wait for this page to be loaded up. Once the page get loaded, simply click on this grant access button. We need to access the grant. We need to grant the access. So in the new principles, type the ID that we copied, paste it here. Don't need to select any. Simply click on the select a role. Now we need the role. So come back to the lab and scroll a little bit. Let me check where is our role. So the role is storage object viewer. Copy it very carefully without any extra spacing or full stop. हमें ना full stop copy करना है ना कोई extra spacing. Copy it carefully. Come back to the lab. Paste it in the type of filter and wait for the filter to be upload. Let me check if I add a extra spacing. No, it's just hang out. Let me do it again. Sometimes it shows latency, don't worry. And this one, select this one, storage object viewer. Click on this. Once you click on this, click on the save button and we give the access to this role. Okay, now come back to the lab, scroll up a little bit, click on the check my progress for the task one. You will get a green tick here. Wait for it. You can see assessment is completed. But if in first try it throws any error, अगर पहली बार में कोई error आए, then simply try to 2 to 3 times by clicking on the check my progress. आप 2 से 3 बार check my progress पे click कराएगा, आपको green tick मिल जाएगा. Okay, don't worry. Now simply do the check my progress for the task 2 also. You will get a green tick here. Wait for it. You can see assessment is completed. Now head towards the task 3. So let me check what I need to do in the task 3. Now first of all, we need to create a data set in our BigQuery. So scroll down. The data set ID will be this one. So first of all, copy this demo data set. Copy it very carefully. Don't copy full stop. Okay, full stop copy नहीं करना है. Copy करेंगे यहाँ आएंगे वापस. Open the another tab, the console tab, and here click on this Quiklabs GCP project ID and click on this 3 dot. देन क्लिक ऑन द क्रिएट डाटा सेट. ध्यान रखिएगा कौन से पे आप क्रिएट डाटा सेट कर रहे हैं. हमें फर्स्ट वाला सिलेक्ट करके फिर क्रिएट डाटा सेट करना है. पेस्ट द डाटा सेट आईडी हियर, पेस्ट इट हियर, click on the create data set and wait for the data set to be created. You can see our data set is now created. Now you can see our demo data set is updated. Simply click on this three dot. We need to create a table here. So simply click on the create table button. Wait for the panel to be loaded up. Now in the create table form, select the Google Cloud Source Storage, Google Cloud Storage. Okay. Now we need to click on this browse button. From here, we need to select our project ID. Click on this arrow. Click on this arrow. And select the customer.csv table and click on this select. Okay. Now we need the table name. So table name is given to us. Come back to the lab, scroll down, keep the scrolling, scroll a little, and you will see the big lake table. This will be the name. So copy it very carefully without any extra spacing or full stop. ना हमें extra spacing रखनी है ना full stop रखना है. Okay. So copy करेंगे ध्यान से, paste it in the table name. Now the table type will be external tables. Select external table. Now click on this, create a big lake table. Check this. Or let me check if I have, yes, the connection ID must be US my connection. Make sure it is same. Now scroll down and we need to click on this edit as text. We need to click on this, enable it. It's showing a little bit latency, so don't worry. Now once you get a panel like this, come back to the lab, scroll down, keep scrolling. Now in this whole code, keep scrolling to the bottom of the code. मेक श्योर इन द नेम इट मस्ट बी सपोर्ट रैप डॉट आई डी. आपका कुछ ऐसा ही होना चाहिए. अगर आपका कोड ऐसा नहीं दिख रहा है, इफ योर कोड इजंट मैचिंग विद माई कोड, देन सिंपली रीलोड द लैब. यू सिंपली क्लिक ऑन द रिफ्रेश बटन एंड यू विल सी अ करेक्ट कोड. कई बार ऐसा होता है कि आपका करेक्ट कोड यहाँ पर कॉपी नहीं हुआ होता है, तो सिंपली रिफ्रेश द पेज, यू विल सी द करेक्ट कोड. ओके, स्क्रॉल अप, कॉपी दिस होल कोड, come back to the lab, click on this and paste the whole code here. If in any case you are unable to paste the code here, अगर आप किसी भी तरीके से यहाँ पर कोड पेस्ट नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, then simply reload this page and do the whole task again. Okay, now click on the create table button and wait for the table to be get created. Okay, once the table get created, come back to the lab, scroll down, keep scrolling and click on the check my progress. You will get a green tick in the task number 3 also. Okay, you can see assessment is completed. Now head towards the task 4. So we don't need to perform the task number 4 and the task number 5. Simply jump back to the task number 6, head towards task number 6. Now in the task 6, we need to create one more table. Okay, so first of all, copy the name of the table, that is external table. Copy it very carefully without any extra spacing or full stop. Come back to the console. Again, click on the demo dataset button and click on this three dot icon of the demo dataset. Click on the create table button. We need to simply follow the similar steps. In the table form, select the Google Cloud Storage. Again, need to click on the browse button. Click on this arrow button. Now this time we need to select the invoice.csv. Select this invoice.csv, click on the select button. Okay, now scroll down. In the table name, paste the table ID that we copied, paste it. Now scroll down and select the table type as the external table. Now this time we don't need to select this create a big table. हमें इस पे क्लिक नहीं करना है, इसे अनटिक रहने दीजिएगा. Click on the edit as text button, enable this. Now come back to the lab, scroll down, keep scrolling and make sure the last of your code column look like this, name equals to total. आपका कुछ ऐसा दिखना चाहिए. अगर ऐसा नहीं है तो again आपको reload करना होगा, आपका कोड लोड हो जाएगा. Okay, now copy this whole code, come back to the console, paste it here, paste it very carefully. Now click on the create table button and wait for the table to be get created. Now once the table get created, come back to the lab, scroll down, keep scrolling, click on the check my progress and you will get a green tick in this task. Also assessment is complete and we are head towards the last task. This will be the last task of this lab. Simply come back to the console and activate the Google Cloud Console by clicking on this top right icon. Click on the activate cloud shell and wait for this to activate. Simply click on the continue button. It's stabilizing the connection, so wait for it. Simply click on the got it button. Now while it's stabilizing the connection, come back to the lab and copy this first command under the update external table. Copy this first command, come back to the lab. As you can see, in my case, the project ID is not set. हमारे केस में project ID set नहीं है, लेकिन अगर आपके केस में project ID set है तो आपको ये वाला task step skip करना होगा. मैं भी project ID set करके दिखाऊंगा. I will show you how you can set the project ID, but how you can make sure that your project ID is set or not. आपको कैसे पता चलेगा कि आपकी project ID set है नहीं? तो अगर आपकी project ID set है तो आपको यहाँ पर येलो कलर का आपको अपना प्रोजेक्ट कोड दिखाई देगा. यू विल सी अ येलो कलर्ड प्रोजेक्ट आईडी हियर. इट मींस योर प्रोजेक्ट इज सेट. अगर आपको येलो आईडी नहीं दिखाई दे रही है, आपका शेल कुछ मेरी तरह दिखाई दे रहा है, तो आपको मेरा ये वाला स्टेप फॉलो करना होगा. कौन सा? सिंपली टाइप जी क्लाउड कन्फिग लिस्ट और सेट प्रोजेक्ट. जी क्लाउड कन्फिग सेट प्रोजेक्ट space. Now we need the project ID. Come back to the lab, copy this project ID, come back to here, paste it. Make sure project ID and project के बीच में एक space हो. Okay, now hit enter button and you will see, click on the authorize button, wait for it and you will see that your project ID is set it. वेट फॉर इट टू गेट लोडेड. यू कैन सी आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस प्रोजेक्ट आईडी. मैं इस प्रोजेक्ट आईडी की बात कर रहा था. तो अब हमारा प्रोजेक्ट आईडी सेट हो चुका है. यहाँ से आपको मेरे कोड्स फिर से मेरे स्टेप्स फॉलो करने हैं. ओके, कम बैक टू द लैब, कॉपी दिस फर्स्ट कमांड अगेन, come back to here, paste it here and hit enter button. Wait for this command to get run. Now come back to the lab. You can skip this code. Simply copy the third code. हमें third number का code copy करना है. Second हम skip करेंगे. Come back to here, paste it here and hit enter button. Wait for this code to get run. Come back to the lab. Scroll down and copy this last command. Copy it carefully. Come back to here, paste it here and hit enter button and wait for this command to get run. And you must see the output like this, the प्रोजेक्ट आईडी एंड द सक्सेसफुली अपडेटेड. अगर आपका ऐसा नहीं आ रहा है तो आप फिर से कमांड रन कीजिएगा. जब आपका ऐसा आउटपुट आ जाए, सिंपली कम बैक टू द लैब, क्लिक ऑन द चेक माय प्रोग्रेस एंड यू विल गेट अ ग्रीन टिक इन दिस टास्क ऑल्सो. असेसमेंट इज कंप्लीटेड. बट इफ इन फर्स्ट ट्राई इट थ्रोज एनी एरर, अगर आपको पहली बार में कोई एरर आए, रेड कलर की कोई एरर आए, देन सिंपली इग्नोर दैट. क्लिक ऑन द चेक माय प्रोग्रेस 1 to 2 टाइम एंड यू विल सर्टेनली गेट द ग्रीन टिक. आपको पक्का ग्रीन टिक मिल जाएगा. 2 से 3 बार ट्राई कीजिएगा. ओके, नाउ कांग्रेचुलेशन, आवर लैब इज कंप्लीटेड. सिंपली क्लिक ऑन द ऐड लैब बटन, click on the submit button, wait for the page to be loaded, simply give the star rating that you want to give, click on the submit button. You can also leave an additional comment if you want. Click on this back icon. Now wait for the main page to be loaded up. Now scroll down, keep scrolling, open this lab and you will see a green tick beside our lab. It means we successfully completed our lab. Okay, so that's the solution of this lab. If you like the video, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, make sure you share this video with your friends so they can claim the free swipes at the end. And if you have any query, you can ask me in the comment box or on the Telegram group. Okay, so that's it for this video. Thank you very much.